Sometimes your bass gets a little too loud for my treble. And I feel like I'm drowning. Like you're drowning me out. And I can't hear my own thoughts anymore. All I can do is bob my head to your bass line, and it's so overbearing. Lyrics nearly non-existent, and normally I am in love with the music that is you, but today it's a tad bit neurotic, aggressive, with incandescent hues of glittery, never gold, and I was never a fan of costume jewelry, so don't bother. Spit shining your intentions for me, I'm not impressed. Leave them grimy, leave them gritty, it adds just that much more depth to your melody. Plus, rub too hard and you'll reveal that the tune you step to has already run its course beneath someone else's shoe. See, yours is merely a remake, but you do get an A for effort. And stop claiming you're original and admit there's nothing new under the sun. But you do get an A for effort. You do. And I would say sorry, but not, for I know your song, heard it before, danced to it many times in an array of different keys that's always the same song. But you do make it appear more beautiful than before, only the bass is too loud for the treble. There's no balance. You got the neighbor's windows rattling, and ain't no amount of echo, or reverb available to make that palatable. Luckily, I already know what goes where, but the bass is too freaking loud. You're gonna blow a speaker, then who's gonna listen to that? Screeching, crackling, pop of a tune you can't even skip to. Stop blasting your essence so loud no one can ever appreciate the sound. Love, you're diminishing the integrity of an artist who surely loved those lyrics first since they wrote them. See, you coming at me all rock when we neo soul, and it's getting hard about a day to roll with you. You can't come at me pop when I'm R&B love. You got me trip hopping hard when you flash all that jazz, dragging all that grunge up into my house is giving me the blues, and I'm not accustomed to so much drum in your bass. Not to negate your love or your talent or your passion, but the message gets lost in the translation when you blast it like that, acting like a neophyte in a brand new ride, flossing. Nothing but distortion and static. It ain't fly, no matter how flashy the package, as emphatically I'm pleading for balance. Love, we just need a little harmony. And I know you need to feed the desire to feel that beat hit hard against your chest every now and then. And I got no desire to take the lead, got no interest in flying solo, but there's got to be some sort of harmony between the altos and the sopranos, because both of our falsettos are whack. So how about we just turn down the bass and turn up the treble, because the lyrics are important too. I'm Dina Verse, thank you.
All right, everybody, let's give her a hand again, Miss Dina Verse. And she also has, like she said, CDs back there that she will be selling. And you can also visit her. She has a Facebook, Instagram, and the many different things that she has. She did a wonderful job tonight. One announcement I want to make is there was a cell phone found. Looks like on the front it says Velasco, and it's cracked as well, so this is your cell phone, it'll be right up here. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're going to go ahead and get some of the festivities started for tonight. And for that, I'd like to introduce Mr. Urban Voodoo, and he will go ahead and go over all the many different rules and all the people we have for the Poetry Slam.
How y'all doing again? Did y'all enjoy that first round? Come on. Awesome. Oh my God. Give yourselves a warm round of applause now. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause. No, I gotta get louder than that. You gotta clap for yourself louder than that. Come on, y'all. This is you. Alright, I want y'all to take a moment to acknowledge our host panel here, our judge panel. Give them a round of applause as well. Yeah. So, welcome to this year's Poetry Slam, man. This is awesome. We got a few rules for y'all, okay? You know what I'm saying? The rules for tonight's competition are there are 3 rounds. In each round, there'll be In round one, each poet will have a maximum of 3 minutes to perform one original poem, okay? The judges will then decide on the top 5 poets who will then move on to round 2. Y'all follow me? In round 2, each poet again will have a maximum of 3 minutes to perform another original piece. At the end of that round, the judges will decide on the top 3 poets who will then move to round 3, the final round. And in round 3, each poet again will have a maximum of 3 minutes to perform another original poem. At the end of that round, the judges will decide on the winner. And, you know, we want to make sure that you put your A game on right here for this competition, definitely. So performers are now allowed to use props, no costumes, no musical accompaniment. Each poem will be scored by our panel of judges who are outstanding professional poets in their own right. And y'all just got to borrow that so y'all know it's real. And judges, check it out, judges. You will score each poem on a scale of 1 to 6 considering all categories on the score sheet. A 6 would be an earth-shattering poem performed perfectly. That means no, you don't want to get stuck, no choking. Get it out, okay? And 1 would be the worst poem. So don't be coming up here, all I want for my birthday is a... No, that's the worst poem, okay? So, you want to watch out for the worst poem. It's the worst poem you can imagine performed by someone who shouldn't quit their day job. So like, don't, you know, the guy who you gotta avoid when he come around, he wants you to hear his new stuff. No, yeah, we don't want that, all right? So we ask that you remain consistent with yourself, give the poem the score that you think it deserves, don't be influenced by the audience or the other judges. So they be like, no, man, you stick with the script, all right? All right, so final notes, audience, this is for y'all, keep your listening ears on. Give your attention to the poets while they are performing. Please turn off your cell phones or put it on vibrate. They have traveled a long way. I mean, we just got out of traffic, I'm telling you. That's grueling traffic on the 405, my God. Anyway, above all else, everybody have fun. And to the people over in the other room, you know, we're going to be doing this poetry. You might want to get a bar. Anyway, so, y'all ready? Yeah. Man, are y'all ready? Yeah. I want to hear this thing like earth-shattering. Are y'all like a Raiders versus Chargers game? Are y'all ready? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yo! Chargers. Let's see what the first contestant will be. Contestant number 1 is a San Diego City College student who is an English major doubling in history. Please welcome Ricky Fly.
Flag Hive, by the way. I want to take a moment and give a shout out to my mentees who decided to come and support me. Isaac, Michelle, give a round of applause for them just because they're here. Yeah. All right. This piece is called Troubled Youth. A poem written the night before the audition puts a guy in a very difficult position. Expectations are held up high for a chance I cannot deny. To get my voice to city's troubled youth, something I just couldn't do at an information booth. That's your outreach. You see, many of us are angry at the man. Other brothers point the finger at Uncle Sam, that we're starving students living off of spam. So let's talk about it at tonight's Poetry Slam. When I thought about writing this poem, looking up subjects off Google Chrome, MSN News, coded with lots of booze, reading up on current events, inner city blues, people with no shoes and can't pay their rent, the voice of the not-so-well-known, muffled through the rhetoric of war zones, foreign sanctions on innocent homes, faceless killing via strikes with drones. And I ask myself, can I make a difference? I hold out hope that my vote actually mattered, that post-grad dreams haven't been shattered. I try to voice these concerns to deaf ears, as is usual throughout these years. String of circumstance led you guys here tonight, to hear what I have to say in your own biased light. Perhaps this truth could leave you tattered. Too bad all of these aimless thoughts are scattered. That's why I'm stuttering right now. But hey, I'm not a rapper. I'm not Marshall Mathers. But maybe I can make meaning with rhymes about how we sit back and think without a blink. Things will turn out just fine. Just wait for Ricky to rhyme that punchline. To 297,000 soldiers in Afghanistan this year have died, but we're preoccupied with a plate of loaded fries. So what lies behind this nerdy disguise? What is this white boy saying about liberation now? Well, find out and promote me to the next elimination round. Thank you.
Give it up again for Play High. Hey, so we gotta do something like, y'all want to hear another poem? Y'all want to hear another poem for why they do that? I inhale the dense particles articulated on parchment to become one with sound vibrations floating on wind. I am Nyabingi heartbeat, Andalusian folklore, and Serengeti rhythm. I smell of Vimithi, reverberating from ancient forests. I hold concert with griots and black academics. My scholarship is endorsed by angels. My timbre, San Diego City, my timbre like the thunder of 11 million Mandinka hills in hot pursuit of would-be slavers. The sound rising like house of tongue across Nile valleys. Call me Africa. I have clothed the bones of nations with kente, descendant of Singbe, Jumo, Babatu Ajay. I am 32.5 degrees north and south, traversing the land of the midnight sun in a fedora. Check my altitude and get at me. I ain't hard to find. Catch me in your local speakeasy, politicking with ghetto savings. And that's it. Y'all want the rest of y'all out. So anyway, yo, give it up for the next contestant. This contestant is a San Diego City College student who is